esta sí debe tener la plata. No, quien guarda pastillas en una caja fuerte. Y no me puedo echar a dormir ahí, no. Por ahora no.
It's locked.
Bueno, no me ha visto, no sé qué hacer. Espero que no me vea. Estamos cerca, pero de pronto si me quedo quieto no me ve. Vamos a ver. Devuélvase porque así es complicado, ¿no? Quieto. Eso, quieto ahí. Hijo de la... Eso.
No
not a good place for a stroll. Sir, step away.
Yo estoy sano, hermano, yo estoy sano. ¿Qué va a pasar por aquí sanamente? Mi hermano... Uy, hijo de la... No, me joda, me bajó de un solo pepazo, hermano. Cosas. No creo, no creo. No, qué triste. Pues digamos, tiene lógica que a uno de un disparo, solo un disparo, pues lo bajen, o sea, lo maten, es lógico, pero siendo un juego, pues uno dice, de pronto tiene dos, tres resistencias ante un balazo, ¿no? Pero bueno. Sí, 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 es cierto. Sí, estaba muy alzado. Después de darle el machetazo al otro, claro. Vamos a ver qué, hasta dónde me reinicio esta vaina. Me imagino que igual eso. Vamos a tocar toda esa vuelta otra vez. Qué vaina. No, pues que hijo de madre, hay que hacerlo.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Machetas este man por... que me dan algo. Oiga, no. Cosa con este man. Y no me dio nada, o sea, lo maté en vano. Viste. Pero aquí veo a alguien ahí. Ahí sentado, no. Bueno. Venga a ver si por acá hay algo más. Hijo de la madre. Correrme. Uy, no, son tres. Listo. ¿Cuántos son, hermano? No, hijo de la grandísima. No. No, era más práctico el del pepazo, ¿no? Pero esta zona está como más fácil que la del man del rifle ese. No, qué triste. A ver, una forma de bloquear estos manes. O de separarlos, pero... tocaría darle un machetazo a uno y salir corriendo. Esa sería la más viable. Vale, voy a usarla a ver si funciona. Si funciona, vamos a ver. R1, listo, va a probar. Listo, vamos pues. Y otra vez desde acá, listo. Venga para acá. Eso, bien. Eso que me da este man rápido. Eso, corra. A ver cuál es la habilidad. Ah, tiene toda la razón, claro, 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 esa habilidad está poderosa. Aunque bueno, la idea era usarla con los otros manes, ahí la embarré, pero tenía que ser la prueba. Bueno, venga a ver si aquí siguen estos tipos. Pero ya entré. ¿O no? Creo que hay una vuelta muy cool. Ah, no, mentiras, no, estoy en otro lado.
Hurry now, Doctor. It's freezing here.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Bueno, vamos a ser chismosos y a averiguar la vida.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor.
¿Qué tal?
These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Pues sí, es cierto.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Hable.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but
Ah,
in the end, everybody is doing
desgraciada,
their
nos
best.
ocultó la información.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits.
Ya el man
He
se está
just doesn't know
retorciendo.
when to stop and get some rest.
Bueno, gracias. Nos vemos. Creo que ya es cierto. Sí.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Vamos a buscar más pistas porque no les quise decir nada.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I
Pues
apologize,
discúlpeme.
nurse.
Qué pena, ¿no?
I needed some time to myself.
Todo agresivo.
This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Bueno, le
I
preguntamos.
would like to
Vamos a
ask a few
chismosear.
questions first.
Chismoseemos.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Eso ya lo sabía, sí.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Bueno,
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
vamos pues. Se va para el otro lado. Bueno, vamos a ver. A ver, este es el negrito de la vez pasada.
Good
Sí,
evening,
vamos ahí.
sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Ah, ese man vende cosas breve.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
De
You're not
pandilleros,
defending
no.
yourself.
Eso es en
You're
todos lados.
selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
No, pero si vende armas sí debería ser.
So what do you do exactly
Quería
in this
ahuyentarlos.
hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got
Charlie.
attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Bueno, larguemos entonces. Creo que ya preguntamos las cosas. Aquí. Aquí.
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask.
Desgraciado.
The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
Le pudieron la mente al socio.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs.
Lo
these days.
critiqué, luego le compré un arma. A ver qué hay. No, como así que partes, no necesitas una arma. Pero ahorita no tengo plata. Me toca pedirle fiado más tarde o algo así. No, hay mucha gente por allá al fondo. Por aquí no. No veo la entrada. Es por acá, no, por acá creo. Eso.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
This dead flesh needs it.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Ooh.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Ooh.
You are going to change your tone with me, my dear colleague, and very quickly.
I don't think so. Perhaps you think yourself protected by Dr. Swansea, but I am still a free man, and I will speak to you the way I want.
Ah, desgraciado. Entonces,
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please.
Dr. Swansea...
I know
Oh,
you are going to...
I don't think...
paila, no se puede.
Since your tenure in this hospital...
Let's just say I'm...
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives.
I don't intend to run any radical...
Modern medical methods were created...
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least
Sí,
agree
es
on
cierto.
something, Dr. Ackroyd.
Nos llevan en el mal concepto.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Uy, vamos a poner este. O este. Bueno, he salvado muchas vidas. Ese es más
This
breve.
is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
Desgraciado. Listo, vamos a volver pronto.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Enfrentar a este man muy pronto.